Hello and welcome back to the Cove with more EU for Relentless Push East. So in the last episode, we managed to steal a Norway, which is very good, and we've even been able to get our reputation up with them to the point where it seems that they are no longer looking for some liberty. So that is quite ideal. That means that they're going to participate in any of our future wars, and I think there may be some of that today. So let's go ahead and tell these guys to join in with the others and to siege. We could go ahead and pay off their debt as well. That will help us out and might make them a bit stronger. So you know what? Given the fact that they have a positive balance, I think paying off their debt is a good idea. That'll mean that they'll have a little bit of extra cash to spend and to help out with. So yeah, we will go ahead and do just that. Now, one of our major problems for this campaign is going to be dealing with Ming, because it looks like Oirat over here has decided to become their tributary state. So given the fact that we need to expand through these lands and we have some claims, this could be rather bad, because if we have a look at our great powers, Ming is the top of the food chain, which is quite bad for us. We will need to fight them, so yeah, we're going to try and find some shenanigans and avoid calling them in and possibly breaking Oirat away. So one of our first things we're going to do is in a couple of years, we're going to let our truce timer finish with Nogai. We're going to go to war with them and then have a look at our allies of Oirat, being Karadel and Yarkand. So what I'm expecting is we may try and find some way of attacking these guys. They are allied to some of the others, but unfortunately, yeah, we'll have to figure something out there. Now, yeah, they don't have land borders with Nogai, but as we expand across, maybe they'll be able to expand and reach our borders or not. Either way, we will have to see how it goes. So let's get time up and running. That would be good. We are about to finish integrating Rostov, which is fantastic. And it does look like, extra prestige or a stability. Honestly, that stability is always going to be the best thing for us. So as much as I do like the prestige, stability is what we're going for. Alright, now, we did integrate, so that is an extra 5, which is excellent. That does mean, let's see, we now have a couple of troops, which are fully drilled as well. That is very nice. Alright then, well, let's send them over here to another army. That'll do nicely. And then, what else could we do? We have a couple of galleys, but again, we don't need them just yet. We need... But there's not much we really do need to do over there then, I guess. Could we make any of these a state? This is already stated up, so that's rather good. We could consecrate a metropolitan. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. That'll give us a little bit more patriarchal authority. And then, let's see... Yeah, not much else can really be done at this stage. It seems all that can have been brought across. So let's check out our situation with our religion. Sitting at 53% patriarchal authority. That's some good extra manpower in True Faith provinces. A little bit of extra missionary strength. 1% is quite nice. And yeah, nothing else too much going on. Still solidly converting the Sunni that we do have, but that will disappear with time. So I think the next one we wanted to integrate was these guys. 159. Okay, we're getting close. Let's go ahead and improve relations, and we will see how that goes. Now we can pick up an idea, but unfortunately we are a little bit behind on our administrative tech. And we need that sooner than later, so we'll be holding out on that. Alright, what else have we got? Some uprising chances we can reduce if we so desire. Let's see, rebel factions, they're not the best. They could be a little bit better if we dealt with them, but I think we let things tick up for a little bit before we fire that off. Let's see, two of a kind. We have a gain skill 3 commandant with discipline. That would be very nice, and he's extra cheap. Or just gain 50 military power. I think for now we're just going to go ahead and pick up the power. I did, however, forget in the other episode, we picked up a level 3 admin advisor, so that is incredibly costly. But we do have the economy to sustain this, and considering we're trying to get through an administrative ID group, I'm not that upset that we have this. So we're just going to let things stay as they are. Looks like more wars are breaking out. Alright, let's see. How is the rest of the state of the world? It does appear like the Mamluks and the Ottomans are at war with each other. That is not good for them. Looks like Castile has extended into Morocco. Yeah, and across over to Tunis. Well, that's rather nice for them. That'll be rather scary in the future, I'm sure. In fact, let's just see. Do you guys have Naples or Aragon? Sorry. Yeah, they have Aragon and they have Navarra as well. But that's not too bad. Let's see. Ottomans, yeah, they're still here. Let's just keep on going. We need to get through a couple of years for us to make solid progress. We could theoretically have a look at a few things. Let's see. So this says next year we can afford this. Norway has... Oh, hang on a second. Everything all at once. We'll recall the diplomat from Norway. We're fairly happy with 109 opinion. So yeah, technology, that'll be 10%. That should go down maybe a little bit further if more neighbors pick it up. But hopefully colonialism doesn't start kicking our butts. Otherwise that could be bad. But it looks like we have the founding of a place that I'm not going to even attempt. But we gain extra taxes, production, and manpower. That is very, very nice. Whereabouts is this exactly? Up over here. But that's not bad. That is pretty decent. I don't think we have any official states up here. No, we don't. But still, any development is good development. So we'll take that. I think we might also start maybe spying on a Nogai. We are going to want to go to war with them, so if we can have some extra spy network and increase our siege ability, that would be good. So let's go ahead and... let's see. Actually, you know what? Is there anything we can do to Oirat? We could technically offer them an alliance, but that seems counterintuitive. It's not like we're going to be able to vassalize them. Let's see. Yeah, they have too much development on top of everything else, so that's never going to happen. Let's see. Spy network. Oh, wait a second. Sorry, wrong people. Spy network. Excellent. Alright. What else have we got? Rebel uprising. That's about to take hold with some Sunni rebels. Let's go ahead and use our abilities to cut that down just a fraction. And then, you know what? I think maybe we also bring some troops. And we get them prepared just in case. That'll give us a couple of months to regain some morale. We will have no defensive terrain, but that's okay. We won't take a river crossing. That's all good. And then, yeah, they just might end up firing on their own terms. So that's okay. Let's go ahead and bring all of these guys together. In fact, we may even pick up another general. Yeah, we don't have any phenomenal generals. Let's pick up a new one. Oh, and another one too. Alright, well, you know what? At least that is a little bit of extra movement. It could be worse. And I suppose the shock is better than fire at this stage. So, you know what? We'll take what we can get. Alright, but either way, there is another conversion. That is good news. Slowly making our way through things. Let's go ahead and check out the numbers. What gives us the best return of investment of time? So let's see, 1.2 for 52. 1.4 would probably be better. 1.6. And you know what? We're just going to go for the greatest one there. There we go. We'll work that through fairly quickly. That won't be too much of an issue. In fact, it's probably only going to be a couple of weeks before we finish converting the other province as well, so that's not too bad. Alright, what have we got here? Moskva, Kremlin. It seems that we're going to need to embrace something for our capital. So this looks like it'll cost us manpower. That'll give us prestige, and that's not the worst. We'll lose some progress and gain prestige. Burghers would lose loyalty. Warriors would lose loyalty. Patriarchs lose loyalty, or we just lose prestige. Manpower is probably something we could afford. We are maxed out at this stage. Wait a second. Do we have... We're pretty close to our capital for that, so that's not the worst. Let's see. Burgers, maybe not. We could potentially lose a little bit of... No, we don't want the patriarchal authority, sorry. I was only looking at the Subenik progress. That's not good. Let's see. I think burgers could be possible. Burgers might be the best option. Yeah, we don't really want to lose all of this manpower if we're going to end up having to fight a couple of wars. So let's just double check. How much progress would we lose? Opachina. We don't really have anything there. You know what? That seems perfectly acceptable to me then. Yeah, let's lose that progress there. The burgers will be a little bit upset, but nothing too serious. In fact, yeah, they're still loyal, so we'll still gain that manpower recovery speed. Okay, that's not too bad at all. Alright, what else have we got here? Trade efficiency, they'll be happy again. Or they'll become unhappy and we lose trade efficiency. Well, let's make the money. Money is good. Let's also get these troops a drilling. That should be ideal as well. Make sure that we make the most of our time down. And let's see, 70% on these Sunni zealots. I'm questioning whether we could provoke them, although, you know what? Maybe they're not even going to fire. It does appear, yeah, that's going to finish sooner than they can cause a riot. So that's one problem dealt with. But either way, technology is now available. Let's go ahead and do this before the colonialism penalty gets any higher. We'll get that over and done with. That also means that we're now very close to admin 10, which means we can form Russia proper. So that means we more or less need this stuff ASAP, because we need to start progressing east. Very much so. So either way, let's see. That's going to be many years on all of that. That's fine and dandy. Let's go ahead and spend some money. Let's check some investments. 0.9, maybe 0.1. You know what? That seems to be the winner. We don't need any of these coastal defenses. No, let's go with the church. That'll be sufficient for now. Unfortunately, we cannot pour up any of these partial states at this stage. That'll be probably the next thing on our list. Either that or working through our next idea group. Because we are up to, what is this? 3% missionary strength. Well, that will save us a whole stack of cash. So that's well worth investing in. Let's go ahead and we'll work our way to the next one. That'll be fine. Anything will do. Government interactions, we can also lose some autonomy. You know what? That makes a bit of sense. Let's go ahead and get that done. That should be fine. I bring that back down to 0. Again, we still have another 2 years before we can go to war, so there's not much we can do at this stage. It's just a matter of waiting, and it looks like these Sunni zealots... hang on a second. It's difficult to tell which rebel faction we're looking at. No, they are definitely going to fire, so you know what? Let's go ahead and just double check. Yeah, it's only a single province, so let's march you guys down over there. That'll be fine. We may as well keep you up and ready to deal with that. In fact, we might even provoke the revolt a little bit sooner, so Sunni zealots disappear just that slight bit faster. Alright, let's see. There we go. Let's go ahead and provoke a revolt. Let's see, just double checking our provinces. Yeah, Saratov, that's the one. Let's go ahead and handle them. That should only be about 14 or 12,000 regiments. Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead and do that. A couple of casualties isn't going to be that big of a deal. At the end of the day, we have manpower to spare, so we may as well. Looks like Belaruso's having a little bit of trouble with some rebels, but not too much, which is good. That would be a sign of a weak subject, and that's not ideal. Let's march you... Actually, you know what? Let's not march you anywhere. Let's just stay as is. That'll be fine. And I see that we've got our reputation high enough with Yasoval. So let's go ahead and start integrating these guys, because that should not take us very long at all. That'll be, yeah, 5 prestige. We'll lose a little bit of opinion, but again, everyone's still fairly happy, and that'll only cost us 156. So let's confirm that. And then I think what we do after this is we're going to spy on Belaruso, get a claim on their capital, and then we're going to demand that they hand that over to us, so we don't have to integrate the entire group, because that would be fairly expensive, and we don't really want that right now. Alright, but either way, we are in March, which is good, of 1507, so just over 1 more year and we can go to war. We do still get the bonuses with our war taxes. We have... how many months until the Age of Discovery finishes? 38, so we will make a little bit out of that, but not too much. Looks like an advisor has also died. That is not ideal. Military fellows, what do we go for? Morale of armies could be good. Land maintenance modifier. You know what? These are both 3s, and I don't think we have the cash. Yeah, we've only got 10 ducats to our name. I guess that's going to tell us exactly who we're going to be able to afford. Yeah, not the best, but it could be worse. Alright, another revolt. That's a-okay. You're just peasants. Let's keep on getting some churches built. That would be good. Yeah, we only need 2,000 manpower to get maxed out again, so that is rather nice. Just in a very awkward spot at the moment. We need to keep pressing across, but this is going to be a little bit slow. Is there anything we can do to make these rebels pop just that little bit faster? But you know what? A 24.2% chance each month is fairly significant, so realistically that won't take us too long to be able to handle. And it looks like these guys have also made our rival with no guys, so let's go ahead and add them as an enemy. That is good. We will... Let's see, that'll help our spy network, but I think we can't go ahead and embargo these fellows until we have our truce finished. So we'll do that just the month before we declare war. And then what else could we do? Maybe send them an insult? Yeah, we need to get our power projection back up again. So let's see, embargoing the Mamelukes and France, that's both good. Long-time rivals isn't too bad either. Age objectives filled. Oops, Denmark is going down. 7th great power. Okay, yeah, we definitely need to start insulting some people, so let's aim for... maybe France? Yeah, we could insult France. I suppose there's worse things we could do. Unless, of course, we can insult no guys first. Oh, never mind. There we go. We can do that. That won't be too bad. This will cost us a bit of prestige, but again, that is fine. Apparently there's no power projection. Maybe that's because we don't have a truce. Yeah, no, sorry. Maybe that's because we have a truce. Yeah, there we go. We don't have a truce with these guys. We would get the power projection, so let's confirm that. We'll insult France. That'll do nicely. And then when you return, I think we might try and insult the Mamelukes as well with a scornful insult to get that power projection going up as well. So let's see, if we go here, no, that doesn't actually give us anything. Well then, yeah, that doesn't really help us out too much. We're not going to waste our prestige. Oh well, we do what we can. Let's see, can we afford any extra claims while we are here? It does seem that that's not going to happen. No, so let's just continue building our spy network. Now that'll have to be good enough. Alright, so either way, less than a year, that's not too bad. You guys are fully reinforced, that's good. They've sent us an insult, sure, that's fine by me, I don't really care. These fellows, however, I think we're going to go ahead and stop drilling. Yeah. Let's just make sure that we have everybody at capacity nice and early on. These fellows have a decent-sized army, but nothing that can compare to the size of Muscovy. So I'm okay with this. Alright, and everyone should be joining in on this war. So that'll be Perm, Belaruso, as well as Norway. That should be quite nice. Alright, it appears that, oh, we have some advisor cost discounts. Our ruler has the well-connected trait. Okay, that's good. We did lose one claim on Nogai. It seems that it was one of the bordering provinces, but I believe, yeah, Perm has claims on this region anyway, so that's not a big deal. We'll hand that off to them. So how much are we saving now? 15 ducats a month, that's not bad considering our level 3 advisor. Yeah, I think we'll be okay. So either way, let's let some time tick on by. Let's see this truce say goodbye, and we can start dealing with that. Alright, you know what, 2,000 troops, that's nothing that they cannot handle, so we don't have to worry. We could spend some money and lose... you know what? That's rather expensive, but it's exactly the right amount of cash that we have. And I'd rather not lose the trade efficiency and taxes. Alright, we'll pay to stop them. We do what we must. Looks like estates... yeah, the diets have expired, some of those benefits. That's fine by me. I'm not really too concerned at this stage. Let's go... Oh, well, we're in April. Oh, yeah, we can't afford to build anything now. We've spent all of our money. But there we go. Humiliate Rival is now available. Truces have been expired with the Great Horde as well. In fact, you know what? I think we wanted this for... Yeah, let's consolidate Russia. That's not this one. Liberate Ruthenia? Yeah, that's right. We were trying to save a couple of provinces away from Lithuania and Poland. We were trying to consume them instead so we could have an easier time with some future wars. You know what? That's probably about to fire off anyway, so maybe we go ahead and do that. That'll only be a quick war. We don't have too much to worry about in that regard. Yeah, I think that's what we do. So... even though we're not technically in the right spot, we're going to go ahead and declare war on the Great Horde. We have a conquest CB. We can even call in Poland. Before we do though, let's just double check. Have we claimed this? Yes, we have. Alright, well, you know what? We're not going to call in Poland. We're just going to go ahead and fight anyway. In the last war, which Poland declared, we quickly held this and prevented them from taking more, but this will have to be good enough. We do also need to recall a diplomat, unfortunately, so hopefully in the couple of days they don't declare. And there we go. Alright. You, my friend, march on over there. In fact, how many troops does... oh, wait a second. How many troops do the Great Horde have? 5,000? Okay, well, if that's the case, let's take a regiment of... I don't know, 9,000 troops and a couple of cav. Yeah, that'll be fine. And we'll send them over here instead. So that'll be both provinces taken. We can happily turn off a couple of forts. Let's just get rid of all of these. Again, we're not in any particular danger from these fellows, so that's okay. And then, was there anything else that we needed in this area? We don't need Ryzan, technically. And then, yeah, we're just going to go ahead and stomp Sweden at some point in the future. But that's alright. That is fine. Stepwise, yeah, we need this province. That's one of great importance. And then, oh, we need that one as well for another mission, which will be pretty decent. That'll give us missionary strength. So, yeah, we'll definitely try and take that when we fight Nogai. Alright, lose money or deny aid. Oh. Well, that's a little bit short on money at the moment. I don't really want to lose the administrative power, though. We're going to need a fair bit of this if we're to take some land, to keep working our way through our ideas. Okay, so since that's the case, let's talk to the Boyers, and we're going to go ahead and take a loan. Yeah, I would prefer not to do this, but it's, wait a second, not the Boyers, sorry, the Burgers. And that should be a reasonable price. We should get some money back when we fight these guys, so that won't be the end of the world. So yeah, we should be able to pay off our loans relatively easily. But apparently... Indebted, there it is. I passed it before. Alright, that'll be fine. That'll give us stacks of cash. Yeah, over $1,000, which is fantastic. Let's go ahead and we will grant the aid. And then let's go ahead and get rid of those. Let's go ahead and we will also start building a few buildings. We don't need the government buildings yet. Let's go with a workshop. Let's go with a couple of churches. Trade-wise. Archangel. Where is that? That is... I don't know, maybe up north? Peculiar. Ah, there it is. Okay, so is there a harbor? Yes, there is. Okay, so it's worth investing in a trade port. That'll be worthwhile. We will state that eventually. And I think that should be good for the moment. Alright, so let's keep moving. We also now have a free diplomat again, so we can go ahead and we can, with Nogai, go ahead and what do we want? We want to issue the embargo. There we go. Alright, so let's embargo them. That'll help our power projection. That should be fine. We'll go ahead and the Great Horde, let's just prepare our peace treaty, which will be a complete annexation, all of their cash, and then we will revoke claims on anything that gives us prestige. And then... well, there's not much we can do, so we might as well just make it as difficult for them to ever return as possible. Alright, and that should give us, what, 2 extra prestige? Alright, well, either way. We'll take what we can get. I'm not too concerned. It's going to be an absolute stomp, our troops against theirs. We double them in number, which is no problems for us whatsoever. Yep, there we go. They got thoroughly beaten. They're retreating to their capital and are about to get double stomped. Adios. There you go. No troubles with you. Let's see. What else? Can we... You know what? While we wait, we've actually got a decent amount of... sorry, we have a decent amount of spy network with these guys. I think what we do for now, instead of supporting rebels, I don't think that's going to help us out that much. Yeah, Great Horde, Kazakh, Siberian, Transoxianan, Kazmukian, or Nogai tribes. We just go ahead and we... I think we go ahead and start building a spy network on Oirat. Yeah, I think that will do. Again, if there's anything we can do to make our future war against them and Ming a little bit easier, We probably want to have those options ahead of time. And realistically, we're about to annex another small vassal relatively quickly since they are so tiny, so it's not a big issue for us there. Let's see. You troops can stay where you... you know what? No, let's not devastate the land too much. Not that there's really too much we can do about that. Although, you know what? It will be within range of a fort, so who knows? Maybe it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. After all, the fort does help recoup devastation in adjacent provinces, so not the end of the world. You know what? Since there's nothing else left to do, you know what? Sure. Loot the 2 or 3 ducats from these guys. We will let the annexation finish in, let's see, March of next year. Oh, that's 4 months. No, let's just recall them. That'll be quicker. Yeah. Anything that helps speed things along is good. Some excellent supplies is nice to see. In fact, we do have cash, so we should check our navy. Let's go ahead and build up another... Let's build up another caravel. That should be fine. Yeah, make it just... Actually, no, let's put it on a different province so we see that coming. And yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and fight Nogai in the next one as soon as we peace out of this one. So I think that's what we'll do now. Let's take everything that we can. We will leave nothing to take back. And let's send that demand. That's nice and easy. Not much overextension, not much aggressive expansion. Let's set that demand. We also do get the bonuses of a minus 10% from our Age of Discovery. So, you know what? Best use it before these things do disappear. So either way, we will come back with the rest of this in the next one. So if you do want to see more, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It is the best way to catch all future content, and I'll see you next time. So until then, thank you for tuning into the Leviathan Cove. This is the Leviathan, signing out.